when I said Bill, I meant Bob Chapman, of course.
Yeah.
Just to honor the memory of Bob. Who
Sure,
was
the international forecaster.
Yeah, great guest on your show. But I agree with you. But I think that, well, as we were talking earlier, how the U.S. government, through things like the Voice of America and the Broadcasting Board of Governors, is panicking into kind of revealing the fact that they have nothing to offer through their media outlets other than to try to discredit legitimate news organizations.
And their numbers are going down to almost nothing. We're almost reaching a singularity. I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, they're going to come after us, and then that will only make us heroes. It's just amazing, but it's going to be one hell of a fight, folks. I mean, they're not down, believe me. Let's talk to Adam in California. You're on the air with Max Keiser.
Hello, Alex and Max.
Welcome.
It's Adam from San Diego.
Welcome to WOMP. Go ahead.
Hey, Alex, it's Adam from No More News. I did the subliminal piece from Comedy Central.
That's right. You found them subliminally attacking InfoWars. There's a lot of examples of that.
Yeah, they're over the top. Tons of examples. And it's so important you guys are talking about the conspiracy theory term because it's the most powerful tool the establishment uses to keep the masses in a trance. There's no question Liz Wall was talking about you in that press conference. And there's a whole campaign out to get you. I posted the documentary I created on InfoWars on Friday, and they played it 10 minutes on the radio. And it's Alex Jones versus the mainstream media. I was wondering, you're out all week. Did you see it?
I did watch it. Yes, I did watch it. I downloaded it and watched it on a plane ride. So good job. Thank you for defending me because if I don't get defended, the rest of the media, the new media, won't get defended. If they can take me down, they can take everybody down. And who they talk about is Drudge and Alex Jones. And if they can knock those two things down, then they can get the Max Keisers and everybody else. It doesn't mean I'm perfect. Doesn't mean Drudge is perfect. It just means if they can take me down, they can take everybody down. And Max Keiser, I know you're getting attacked as well. They are really coming after me. What do you think that signifies?
Oh, I think this is my own strategy is that I'm not going to get worried until they come after you, Alex. As long as you're still alive, I know I'm safe. So you keep doing what you're doing. And, that old joke about how do you run away from a bear? You don't have to run away from the bear. Just run away from the guy you're with. Just as long as you're faster than that guy, you'll be safe.
Well, I mean, let's be clear. If they kill me or set me up, I knew what I was doing. I still win. I mean, let's be clear. Obi-Wan Kenobi knew he's walking up against Darth Vader.
We'll be very kind at your memorial service. No doubt. And then
sounds like a long vacation.
Nico, and we're going. I'll probably show up in Austin the next day. Carpet bagging. Be like, oh, Alex Jones, he was a great guy. Stay right next door. We got another show coming up. We're just going to swoop right in.
I hope people swoop right in if they get me. But the point is they are coming after us, which shows what we're talking about really scares them. And so I see this as the proof of success. Adam, real quick, what's your question for Max?
My question for Max is, the financial system is a scam. We print money from nothing. Can the money masters just keep printing money forever until we have just
That's right. How long does this delusional economy go? It's never gone this long. Not in Zimbabwe, not in Weimar, Germany. How long can Alice in Wonderland Tea Party continue?
Until Russia and China say that's enough is enough, and they introduce a gold-backed currency.
All right, thank you, Adam. Let's jam in one more or two more. John in Illinois, thanks for holding her on the air.
Hello?
Yes, welcome, my friend.
Hi, Alex. How are you doing today? This is Smitty. I was just listening to the psychotic conservative circle jerk you're having on there today. You guys really...
Hold on. We're skipping... Hold on, Smitty.
Oh, hey, wait, what's going on?
We're skipping this network break. Just to spend a few more minutes with Max Keiser. He's got to go do another interview here in just a few minutes. But
how come nobody's asked you about your claim of being the white Bruce Lee? I thought that would be more, questionable.
I didn't mean it as an insult. I meant I was good looking like Bruce Lee.
Yeah, I know. That's me too.
You kind of look like Bruce Lee, actually.
Yeah, the Bruce Lee is the man, but...
Bruce Lee meets Kermit the Frog. That equals Max Keiser.
You're saying you were, at one time, the white Bruce Lee. I'm thinking, damn, that's
Hey,
quite...
Chuck Norris is a daily listener, and he says he could clean the floor with Bruce Lee. And he fought him in... What was the movie where he fights him to the death?
Was it Enter the Dragon?
Into the Dragon, yes.
Yeah, well, nobody beats Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris is he's the man. But anyway, when are you coming on my show, Big Daddy?
You talking about big Chuck Norris?
No, you, the white.
I will come on. The white devil will come on whenever you want.
Coming on my show, the Mayor McCheese of Austin, Texas.
Anytime you want me, Cupcake. No, but seriously, Schmitty just hung up. Oh, no, he's still on. He lied and said his name is John. Okay. No, Schmitty claims he's a liberal. I don't think what modern liberals are even liberals, but Max Keiser's definitely not a conservative. He's like an internationalist libertarian. Probably you'd call him liberal, Schmitty. Why are you, Schmitty calling himself John? Why on earth are you lying to the white Bruce Lee right now?
Well, sir, actually, I don't know if your guest knows this, but if he's taken any looks at those pictures that you put out of you lifting weights and posing, you're just fabulous looking, Bruce. If Bruce Lee doesn't do you justice, you're like a Bruce Lee / Arnold Schwarzenegger. But now you kind of look like, I don't know. Well, you posted some more pictures of your shirt off. And even though you're not quite Jabba the Hutt, you're still a pretty fat turd, my friend. You have a long way to go before you could call yourself...
No, I mean, I've got a little bit of belly fat when I'm, got my clothes off, and I've lost a ton of weight. I have a big head. Maybe you're talking about that. But let's not get off into a discussion about Alex Jones. I'm just trying to get in shape. I'm not trying to be a beauty queen here. And I was just talking about what supplementation has done for me. So do you want to do ad hominem attacks? Do you have a question for Max Keiser?
I have a question for Max Keiser. I guess I'll just make one up. I really called in to just make fun of you, Alex Jones, and all of your wingnut psycho listeners. But I'm wondering why Max Keiser is directing people to buy silver and gold and things like that when nobody can even spend it, no matter what happens. How are you going to spend a bunch of pieces of silver if there's an economic collapse? It's not really...
It shows how ignorant this guy is, Max. Yeah, Max, why does J.P. Morgan been buying it at record levels and just bought 50 million ounces of physical? Why are the Chinese and Russians and the University of Texas and the U.S. government buying it as fast as they can? Why are Indians buying it? Why are Chinese commoners buying it? Why? These are horrible people. As the globe accelerates a currency devaluation race, I mean, that'd be like saying Zimbabweans should have bought gold or silver 20 years ago. Of course, they'd be stinking...
The question is, I hear the question many times. In other words, it's also this question: you can't eat gold. You can't. What value is it if there's a collapse? What value does the gold and silver
It's true.
have?
You can only wipe your butt with paper.
This is a question that comes up over and over again. And the answer is a couple of answers. First of all, as something, no one is ever going to not take your gold in an emergency. If there is an emergency, there certainly looks like financial systems are under a great deal of stress again, and banks are shut down, as they have been, like Cyprus. They had their wealth confiscated. The Greek banks are almost completely bankrupt. In France, you can't take out more than 1,000 euros on any one trip or 1 week. They're clamping down. They're introducing capital controls. So if you have, therefore, gold and you, let's say, need to make a purchase over 1,000 euros, or you need to get out of the country, or you need medical help, or you need an emergency help, nobody is not going to take your gold. Gold has always been accepted as a medium of exchange.
You can always cash it in when they've devalued a currency for even more of the currency, so that you can then use that. It's liquid. It's portable. Let me ask Schmitty something. Schmitty, why are you people so against any other form of asset than the fiat currency? I mean, is it true that you're a turd burglar?
Well, I do have a golden pleasure wand. I also have a silver pleasure wand.
Okay, all right. I knew it. This guy, I talked to him in South Parkian language because Schmitty is actually... Schmitty's not your name. Is your real name really Lemmy Winks?
This guy, his mind is in the toilet. Alex, are you sure that you're not homosexual, my friend? Because
oh boy,
you have this front of having this family and whatever, and Michelle Obama is the first tranny in the White House. You're not married to a tranny, are you? like Barack.
All right, Smitty. Okay, this is disintegrated. Smitty, I'm gonna put Smitty on hold. Max, I apologize for that type of caller, my friend. Let me give you the 2 minutes here, closing comment. Talk about some serious issues.
Okay, what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about the fact that HSBC, biggest bank in Europe, is being chased out of Britain, and because they've been committing too many crimes. You know, they were in LIBOR rigging. They introduced 100,000 fake Swiss accounts. They violated U.S. sanctions with Iran. They were sent a cease and desist letter by the U.S. government to stop funding al-Qaeda, and they did not fulfill that request. And they've been involved in the Sinaloa drug cartel with 60,000 dead, laundering money for them, many of them by beheadings. Now they're leaving the U.K., and they're seeking to move the headquarters somewhere else. That's the kind of work we're doing as journalists. We forcing them out of the U.K. Wonga, the predatory payday lender, they had huge losses because of our show, Kaiser Report, exposing them in the U.K. for being charging people 5,000% interest rates, and now they're looking to change their name to try to escape their legacy of being a predatory monopolist and lender and scoundrel. So
McDonald's is starting to go bankrupt. Coca-Cola's in trouble. I mean, all these, and again, these are the folks that are funding anti-gun initiatives, open borders. I mean, the globalists are pretty easy to beat, Max, if we just decide we can beat them.
That's exactly right. And, you know, your show, anyone tells me that, oh, Alex Jones's stuff is far out, I say, give it 18 months. Most 80% of everything you think sounds crazy, in 18 months, it becomes part of the public record.
What about the other 20, though, Max?
The other percentage is like, falls into the category of the white Bruce Lee claim, which I'm still having trouble wrapping my mind around.
Well, it's called a joke.
I get it.
I mean, we got to have a little fun here. I mean,
it's very poetic.
But when I joke around, it's a joke. It's pretty obvious.
Now, when I was at your facilities,
the truth is I beat up. The truth is I beat up Chuck Norris. Okay, it's true.
They run wild in the warehouse, and I was able to run away with several T-shirts that I wear with great pride around London. The Molon Labe, InfoWars. If you see somebody in London wearing these shirts, that's me, because I think InfoWars is the best. That and Democracy Now! Are the only two journalistic outlets in the U.S.
Well, what's amazing, Max, and we appreciate that, MaxKaiser.com, is I did take the family sports fishing. I haven't taken them on a vacation in like a year because we were rained out, had family stuff going on during the spring breaks. We didn't go. I went to Cancun and went to Isla Mujeres, and I literally had almost more fans in Mexico than I have in Austin, Texas. Hotel managers, bartenders, the lady cleaning the room, just everywhere were listeners. And it's so crazy how when I was in London, I got mobbed, just live feeds at Big Bend, people just walking by, Brits were listeners. And then, like you said, all these listeners in the Middle East. But it's not about me being big. It's showing that internationally humans want freedom, just like your show is popular worldwide. And that's got to really shake up the globalists, because they're not Americans. They've hijacked this country, and they're scared that people that are real Americans or just real humans, like our listeners, are wise to them, Max.
Yeah, they're getting, the American Revolution, I think only 1/3 of the American population was actually for the revolution. 1/3 was against it, and 1/3 was completely ambivalent. You only need 1/3 of the population to create a revolution. So that's extremely conservative. It was 3% started it, 5% won it, and then about 30% aided the other 5%. You're absolutely right. But 5% actually... You don't need the whole population or even a majority to get a revolution going. You just need a focused minority, and you have your revolution.
And that's why they're scared of us, because we are that cadre that can train the mass cadre and have the big win for a worldwide renaissance. MaxKaiser.com, from the front lines of the Renaissance, reporting from Albion. Thank you so much. People can find all your informative reports at MaxKaiser.com.
My pleasure, Alex. See you soon.
See you later. Thank you, Max. Boy, that was a good interview. A lot of stuff got covered. Okay, I said I'd give you the definition of thuggy. We'll cover thuggy when we come back, because they're now saying it's racist to call looters thugs. So I'll just attack it with knowledge, which is satanic in nature, of course. All knowledge is evil, according to the establishment. You need to learn one word, racism, or 2 words, homophobe. Then you just say that, pay the rent. Racist, homophobe. I don't want to be killed. Racist, homophobe. I want to be free. Shut up, racist.
We're on the march.